Turning now to this here, local leaders taking action as hate crimes against Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders rise across the country.
Today, Mayor Todd Gloria and Councilmember Cris Cate are hosting a Public Safety Symposium. And here to tell us more is Councilmember Cate. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Councilmember, we've seen so many of these horrific videos displaying anti-Asian American hate. This dialogue is so important to have across the country and here in San Diego. So tell us about today's event and if it's just for business owners or if everyone can attend this.
It's for everybody. It's for businesses and residents within the area of Kearny Mesa around the Convoy District, which we know is a popular location for Asian-owned businesses and restaurants and entertainment spots. And so we're going to be out there with not only myself, the mayor, our chief of police, and our district attorney to really offer the resources to our business owners and residents about how to report hate crimes, what resources are available to them, and just really to come together and hear back from the community as well, too, about what they're experiencing, how we can combat what's happening around the country and make sure it doesn't happen here in San Diego.
Right now, attacks against the AAPI community, they've really spiked. I mean, you see these horrible videos of senior citizens getting beat up just walking on the street. It's terrible. It's heartbreaking. Here in San Diego, 2 reported hate crimes since 2020. Now, that may sound like a good thing, but we know some of the problem is that people are not reporting hate crimes. So let's talk about that. What's considered a hate crime and when should people report it?
Yeah, the district attorney has a lot of great resources along with the police department about how to report a hate crime and really ensuring that their special investigation unit has all the details necessary to combat this and to prosecute anybody who has a hate crime, whether it's people who are using slurs against you, if there's acts of violence, ensuring that you have descriptions, hopefully names of any witnesses, all the checklist items that you will need to provide to not only the police department, but the district attorney's office to ensure that any acts of these types are reported and they're prosecuted. And part of this as well, too, is really to introduce the residents and the business owners to our police department and the district attorney office to ensure that there really aren't any barriers, perceived or otherwise, that they may feel or have to report these types of crimes, because we want to ensure that they get prosecuted. We want to document them, we want to prosecute them, and really ensure that they don't happen again here in San Diego.
What's the easiest way people can report those acts of violence? If they see something, what can they do here in San Diego?
Well, it's call the police department. You know, like any other crime, is to call the police department. If there's acts of violence that are occurring, call 911. But otherwise, report them and document everything and ensure that you have witnesses, get their statements, their documentations, and like any other crime, report it, ensure that we can have it. And that's why we're doing this, is really to try to pass out this information and make sure it gets to our business owners and our residents, and really put a face to the names as well, too, and show that, you know, we have the resources as a city, as a police department to really be there and be a presence with our community members, the diverse communities that we have, especially in the Convoy District. We'll have our San Diego Police Department multicultural storefront, which is based in City Heights, who have a great relationship with community members, especially within our AAPI community. They'll be there as well, too, and they'll be partaking in the walk with a whole host of community members who speak the language of these residents, these business owners as well, too. And that's partly why we're doing this, to show, enforce that we are really a diverse community that is supporting our AAPI community.
Now, Councilmember Cate, I spoke with you back in February last year. You took a walk on Convoy trying to regenerate business. I mean, this whole district was like a ghost town, and I will never forget, you know, asking people, hey, why are you not coming to eat here? And literally people were saying, I don't want to get COVID, so I'm going to avoid going to these restaurants. You know, that shocked us. That stuck with me. What do you want to say to those people who may be avoiding visiting Asian-owned businesses?
Yeah, it's especially unfortunate when this started last year, and you know, it's unfortunate it's extended this long into this in terms of the stigma and what has happened. And it's really about education. And I think the one thing that really binds us together as a city is the diversity that we have, and enjoying each other's company and enjoying the different types of things that are out there that are presented by the various cultures. And Convoy is no different. You know, everybody loves Convoy and coming out there, but unfortunately, these stigmas are attached, unfortunately, to what happens or what is going on in the world and in our community. And we're just trying to educate folks in that, these are business owners, these are residents, these are San Diegans, and we should be supporting them and doing everything they can to combat any xenophobia, any racism that occurs, and just really trying to come together as a community. And then also for the residents, the business owners who are there, is allowing them to feel safe, allowing them to voice any concerns that they have and figure out what we can do as leaders and policymakers to try to combat this at any point. But what we're all about is ensuring that folks feel safe and they have the resources available to them at any point in time.
And you can watch that symposium at 2 p.m. on the city's YouTube channel. Councilmember Cris Cate, thanks so much for your time here this morning. Glad you're with us.
Thank you very much.
Have a great day.